at you from my killer Ayo, what's up, Killas? Asia Final Grandma coming at you from my killer podcast. I feel like it's been forever since I've sat in front of a camera, so I apologize. I've been super busy, so I'm sorry I've been MIA. Thank you so much to everybody that's been supporting me thus far, leaving me comments and telling me how much you miss me. That makes me feel so good. I appreciate and heart you guys always. But today I got something special in the mail that I thought I would pop on here and do a quick and cool unboxing for you guys. And that is Vinegar Syndrome's first ever publishing of Lucio Fulci's zombie comics. This thing is pretty cool. If you have been following me for any extent of time, you know that I absolutely love comic books. So of course I had to pick this thing up and see what it was all about. There should be 4 comic books in here along with some goodies. This thing had a solid price point of $75. It says it was on sale from $85, but I never legitimately saw this ever be $85, and now it's sold out. However, from what I do understand, you can buy the individual copies of the comic books on vinegarsyndrome.com right now. However, if you look at them on the website, it says $7.99 sale price, but when you click on it, it says $17.99, because I was about to be a little upset that I spent $75 on this just to be able to buy the individual releases for $7.99. That would have been a much better deal. However, like I said, when you click on it, it says $17.99, so I'm not really sure what's going on with that, but stay tuned and we're going to check this bad boy out. Woo! What's up, everybody? Thank you so much for joining me today. If you're new here, I'm not only on YouTube, I'm also on Instagram, Letterboxd, TikTok. I have a Patreon and a Discord group called The Movie Room. I also have channel memberships. I urge you to click that join button and become a channel member because I want to do fun stuff here. I just need channel members to do it with. However, like I said, we're going to be opening up this bad boy and seeing what's going on inside of here. I'm not gonna lie, the collector in me doesn't really want to open this up. I want to leave it closed forever, but the comic book lover in me wants to read these bitches. So let's open this bad boy up. It looks like it has a little box card down here, like a little J card style. So here are the deets on that, if I can show you this without the glare. There's the deets down there, and let's open her up. Part of me wanted to cut the little window, but at the same time, I also just want to check this thing out as a whole. Maybe I'll just do the window for the later versions or releases. Will I buy the later releases based on what's in here? I don't know. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. It does have like a bit of spot glass on there. You can see the zombie head has spot glass going on. This is just a little slip card that's going over it that I am now not able to get off. We got our Vinegar Syndrome Publishing down here. The box is a nice matte finish. Zombie on the back has some spot glass. So this box is actually pretty substantial. It's a hard box for sure. Pull this out. Oh, hot damn. Well, there's that. That's pretty cool. I don't know if I can really show off the, well, if I can, I'll show off the back side. It's not showing any nudity, so I guess that's okay. I'm just going to show it back here. Okay, so this comes in 2 hard boxes. So here's one, and then this inner box is a hard box too. I'm still not really seeing anything worth the price point. Chapter 1, Dead Things. So this is how the first one comes. It also on the inside is wrapped in plastic. So this is interesting. I feel like I'm so much closer to the camera than I normally am. And then that's what we got on the back there. So let's open this guy up. Oh, okay. So it says the Ibn Sleeve Premium Single Issue Album Jacket loaded with exclusive extras, super limited printing. Yeah, and I just cut that plastic right the fuck off there, so that sticker is gonna come off. I don't know. Alright, so here's this. So it looks like this is just a sleeve. Dang, they really got these housed well. Ooh. So this is just a sleeve that houses the comic books in there. And then here is our first comic book. Pretty cool. It's on some really good paper. Clearly I haven't read it, so I can't tell you about it, but it's really nice. It's really well made. Off the shelf normal comic books like this are like $2 to $8, you know. So this is still $75 price point is still kind of ridiculous, but you do get this art card in the inside of here. You get this little pamphlet with some, you get a bookmark. Not that I feel like you need a bookmark with comic books. And oh, you get these little cards. So that is what came in the first sleeve with issue 1. So pretty interesting. I mean, they really housed these comic books securely. I will say that. Alright, so this is number 2, Fangs of the Deep. Okay, this is out of the plastic. Ooh. Ah! Okay then. Hold on. Ugh, everything fell out. Okay, so it looks like we get another bookmark. Not sure what the deal is with those bookmarks. We get 2 more cards. Pamphlet thing. Is this the same as the last one or is it different? And then, oh, this art card is a little more saucy. There's that. And then here is, ooh, here's our second issue. That's pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie. That's really creepy. So this one's pretty cool. I'm not sure that the yeah, I'll show this instead. I'm not sure the addition of a bookmark and cards and pamphlet in every issue was necessary, and I don't know that it's worth the price point quite yet. I mean, it's kind of cool that they gave comic books a slip cover. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a slipcover girl. So that's my jam. But even then, like, if I wanted, like, if I loved these and I wanted to read them all the time, ain't no way I'm taking them in and out of this thing all the time. So I might consider just buying the single releases next time. If they're really $7.99, that is a way better buy than what this is so far. However, if they're $17.99 per issue, that's not worth it at all. All right, and this is chapter 3, Thick as Souls. So here's your slipcover, pretty dope. I now know that there's stuff on the inside of all of them. Here's our cards. Here's our bookmark. Here's our little pamphlet. I wonder if this is just like a little brief synopsis of the issue, maybe. Here's our art card. And here's our comic book. I mean, the artwork is pretty dope. I'll give it to him. These are definitely premium comic books. I'll give it to them there. So maybe price point more appropriate would be $6 to $8 per issue. All right, and then our last one, chapter 4, Siege of the Living Dead. Well, so far I haven't ruined anything. Here's our chapter 4 slipcover. It's very nice, very nice. Shit, you would have thought I would have learned my lesson. Here's our cards. Our bookmark. They really love their bookmarks, don't they? These aren't technically books. Here's our pamphlet. Here's our art card. And then here is our comic book. I love the back images of these. Very cool. The end to the beginning. That is it. Those are the innards of Vinegar Syndrome Publishing's first release of Lucio Fulci's zombie comic book. I don't know. You guys let me know. Kill the comments below and let me know. Do you think this was worth the $75 price point? Because I honestly, these are premium comic books, but I don't know that we needed all of this. Will I buy the next one? I don't know. I guess it just depends on, I guess it just depends on what it is. So I guess we'll see. I'll let you guys know. So that is it. That is it in a nutshell. $75. It's OOP now, so I'm not exactly sure how anybody would get their hands on it now. That is it. That is all. Thank you so much for joining me. Maybe I will do a review after I actually read the comic books, but we'll see. Maybe I'll save that for my members. Maybe I'll save that for my channel members. So if you want to become a channel member, click the join button below and maybe you'll get a review of that bad boy back there. Maybe that's what I'll do for my members. I'll do like actual reviews on stuff. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. If you would like further help support me and my channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and kill that bell for your girls. Share me with your friends if they dig comic books. Also, follow me on all my socials. But until the next time we gather, have a killer day. Peace.